Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work.
Today, the state's chief financial officer makes it clear to Dalton officials.
Until I see those reports properly filed the way the law says they have to be, and until we see them show accountability for how they're spending taxpayer money, they will not see another penny of those offsets.
Governor, are you monitoring what's going on in Dalton and Thornton Township and leadership there? Are you concerned? Taxpayers seem very worried. There's chaos at meetings. What can be done? Could you play a role in stepping in some way? What's your take on the situation?
So I've looked at that question, whether the state should and can play a role. The federal authorities, as you may know, are involved and investigating. I've read that. I think that's a public piece of information. There is an investigation that's been called for, and now I know there was a veto that was overridden that will now allow that investigation to go forward with former Mayor Lori Lightfoot in charge of that. I think that those are two pretty good authorities for looking into this, investigating it, and getting to the truth.
And the state, when you look into it?
We'll support them. Well, we looked at whether we ought to put resources, whether it's state police and their anti-corruption efforts, or asking the Attorney General. The reality is that there are already two pretty significant investigations going on, and so we'll support them in every way that we can. But it's really just a matter of, do you want everybody running over each other in those investigations, or do you want two concerted efforts toward getting the facts?
So if all of this going on in Dalton, Illinois, a lot hasn't been talked about what's going on in Thornton Township. Now in Thornton Township, they're just as triggered with the Mayor Tiffany Henyard because she's the supervisor out there. And you see that they were trying to get the governor involved. You have the state controller. They don't want to give any more money to her. She says she's not getting a red cent until they can show how they spent the money. It's just a whole bunch of foolishness going on. And the feds is just sitting there watching, just waiting to move in. We know that Kamal Woods, her boyfriend, allegedly put his hands on somebody. We know that the former police chief Lacey is still riding around in his unmarked car, still trying to get into the building. There's a standoff there. And now in Thornton Township, they've been asking the mayor about the credit card. And the mayor, they're forcing her now to take the credit card where now they can record all of the money that's being spent, and it can now go back to her, where she doesn't want the credit card responsibility. She was pushing it off on somebody else, so when she spend the money, it don't come back to her. So now they voted for her to take the credit card, man, and it's been crazy. She was fighting tooth and nail. She did not want to take this card. She did not want to move on to the next topic in the meeting. She wanted to stay right there. I mean, it got so heavy. Let's just check this out. Let's look at what happened. A portion of what happened when she was in that interview. When she was in the Thornton Township meeting yesterday, and how they really came after her to take that card. Check this out.
Amendment ordinance 24-006 to establish a retail credit card net 30 policy for Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois. Is there a second? All right, is there a motion and second? Any discussion? Why y'all ain't never got nothing to say? Y'all don't want to make the ordinances. Y'all want to educate the people on what y'all want to do, what y'all trying to do. Anything?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this one, I could read the sentence again, but just overall, we're just, we need to put some safeguards in place to regulate what's spent on the credit cards. I can't put any simpler than that. Now, it was discussed last time that there may be some back and forth. We're open to that. But it's imperative that we get this passed. If you want to come forward with some amendments or to make some changes, we can do that. But it's imperative we get this passed tonight.
All right. So for the record, you guys know that I'm totally against how you guys structure this. I said this at the prior meeting. That's why I did not pass. You guys did call the vote and it died because you guys are just writing things and didn't ask anybody their opinion. As it relates to laws, us as the board are supposed to discuss it, come up with a plan, and execute it. You guys have not included the body in its entirety, nor did you include the staff. They are the ones that do the spending. They are the ones that do the operation as relates to the day-to-day. You guys put things in there like $1,000. Each of their departments spend more than $1,000 on lunches for the seniors, on youth and family programs. We told y'all this at the last meeting, and we're telling you this again. I am not for how you guys drew this ordinance up, and I'm not for having a credit card. You guys wrote my name here. Do not add my name in something that I do not agree with. So for those that don't know and ain't read this, they added my name to get a card. I do not want a credit card. I do not deal with money. I don't deal with anything as related to check. So please do not add my name in something that I did not even agree to, trustees. So you should amend that. I don't even know why y'all made an amendment and added me in this. So please remove supervisor from this ordinance. And I think you guys should replace it, as we told you before, with a manager. I told y'all that because the managers are the ones that buy for their departments. So I don't work here every day. It relates to in no one's department. So I wouldn't know if they needed some food for a senior. All they would do is go buy what they need for their department. Once again, it's the purpose of a budget. If you have a budget, you telling them what they can spend within their department. And all of them produce receipts. Every single department does. People that didn't produce receipts no longer work for Thornton Township. So let's be crystal clear about that. But please remove my name from this because I'm not for this. Whoever made this amendment, and I was told that Trustee Kerman made this amendment, and I'm not for it. So remove supervisor from here. I see y'all put the finance director on here, and then you put supervisor with the finance director. So let's strike that now. Ain't no pass this with my name, so no to that. And then I see that you guys strike $1,000 and put $10,000 only in the case of emergencies. Again, Tony department, which is all of them basically, he spent more than that off of if a truck or a bus breakdown. So do IT, which Robert Hunt explained that to you. Our computers, our servers, things go down. Cost $5,000 for just one computer. So I'm saying that you guys, because you so much attacking supervisors, that y'all not thinking about the overall picture. And I told y'all should talk to the staff before making a law that don't make sense for the staff on a day-to-day operation. You have to understand how they operate daily and their needs. Not just making laws and then now it does not work. Now how you expect? You made a rule, a law that they can't abide by because their operation needs more than what you wrote as a law. So talk to the staff. I think you should go back to the drawing board or adjust what man right here, right now, or go back to the drawing board. One of the two you should do. But do not, please remove me from this. I'm not for that ordinance. So y'all will make an amendment?
Motion to approve ordinance 24-006 as.
Okay, well, I motion to amend that take supervisor off like I just said. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, y'all wait. Stop adding in this laws because I don't want a credit card. So I'm making a motion. That we amend this ordinance as relates to a supervisor having anything to do with credit card. Is there a second for my motion?
I have something to say based on.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me amend this first.
No, it's discussion for the first motion.
Well, I'm trumping the motion first. So I can trump the motion first. Do I have a second? Okay, it's a motion and a second to trump their motion. So you got it. It's myself and Darlene. I gotta be all the way on that. So now what you gotta say? Now discussion. Remove supervisor. Now go ahead.
Okay, so they did request that there be an additional part because the original ordinance did only have the finance director, Robert Hunt, listed. And according to my knowledge, I know the previous administration for 29 years only had one credit card, and they were able to successfully handle township business with that one credit card. And I know that there are a lot of things going on, a lot of spending, a lot of questions that sometimes don't get answered. But one thing I will say is I know the supervisor is bonded, so anything she does is protected under that bond. So I think that it is her responsibility to make sure she knows what's going on with the money. It's her responsibility to have a credit card again. you know, the previous administration had one credit card for 29 years, and I think that, you know, moving forward, we have to figure out some things. And again, like Trustee Gonzalez said, we're open to receiving any amendments via email, and we'll look at it and discuss it as a board and do what's best for township as a whole moving forward.
All right, so that be crystal clear. The township did have a credit card, one credit card for 29 years. And y'all had a lot of theft going on here in township. So let's be crystal clear about that. So y'all got all that going on. Number 2, if y'all pay attention to how anybody operation runs, every department here has a card because they are responsible for transparency. If you give one card to one person, you don't know who got it, who spent on it, what receipt at. You don't want one card. Right now, we can go and look up, hey, Carmen was in Walmart today and she bought a TV. You can literally point out where somebody's at and who swiped that card, because that name goes to that person's card. That's why you want every single department to have their own card, so that now they're accountable for their spending. We're not doing one credit card. There's no accountability for one credit card, and that's not how operations work. And as it relates to the finance director, we said this at the last meeting. Why would we give the finance director a card? That is not his job to run to the store and buy stuff for anybody. That is the department head's job. As it relates, that's how y'all don't know. Listen. As it relates to finances, that boy has a whole degree. He's supposed to basically go and check and make sure that the finances are in order. That's it. That's it. That's how he checks. And he don't supposed to go to the store and buy stuff. That's what the department head is supposed to do for their department. So everybody loses sight of the why for credit cards, the convenience for the credit card for a department. It has nothing to do with the finance director having it. It has nothing to do with nobody else meaning besides the department head to have it to basically account for their spending for their department. If you go check any of our leagues here throughout township, you will see anybody have a car, what they spent it on, it got their name back, and they should have receipts for anything that they have spent. So I just want to point that out. So all this talk about we just gonna make this a law, no, we're not. So we're gonna remove supervisor. You can replace that with a manager. I don't care who you pick really for the manager. It could have been Tony from right there. It could be anybody. But pick one person other than supervisor for the department head. And we should have had this discussion before. I'm tired of them getting up here saying, send y'all an email. I'm not sending you no emails. I told you this at the last meeting, and I'm verbally telling y'all again. Don't add me in nothing, because I got nothing to do with the day-to-day as relates to their departments. They are responsible for their departments. They know what they need for their departments. My advice, again, is to go speak to them and ask them their opinion of what is needed for spending for each department. Before you guys put a law together of something you know nothing about, meaning they need more than what you wrote in here. And IT alone, that alone needs more than what you wrote. But you guys wouldn't know that. Even when they was getting all this spyware and all these issues, they needed a lot more than what you wrote. And y'all know that because they told y'all about it. So my advice again is to amend this ordinance and make sure it makes sense for the needs of the township and not what the board of trustees want it to say. You have to go with the needs, and that's the department heads. So it's a motion and second on the floor to remove supervisor from this ordinance, replace it with a manager, not me, and we'll go from there. All right.
Trustee Gonzalez?
No.
Trustee Jones? No. Trustee Carlisle? No. Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henyard? Motion failed.
All right, to let y'all know how this is gonna work. I'm not taking no credit card. I don't care what y'all vote for in here. I've never seen no mess like this ever in my life. If somebody sitting here trying to make somebody take a card, that's sickening. That's sickening in itself. So just so y'all clear, managers, we'll have cards to do the day-to-day application. Y'all can write whatever law you want. I'm telling you what it is for a fact. And then y'all know that. So you can vote on however you want. I just told y'all to put my name in something, but you still did. So please remove me from this ordinance once again. It's related to credit cards.
There's still a motion and second on the floor to approve.
All right. wanna amend that? They can say no all they want. I don't listen to them. I do not listen to them. No, I do not. I do not. That is fact. I'm letting y'all know right now. I don't care what y'all write on that. I don't care what you write. I'm telling you, I'm not taking no cards. So if you guys are really trying to make me take a card, make that make sense. Why we debating over me taking a card? Don't tell y'all I don't want a card. Why we, oh no, guys, give me a minute. Stop. This is my life. Stop. Carmen, Jerry, and Chris. Please take me off of this order. Are you guys gonna take me off this order? Y'all just stuck in y'all way. If I'm telling y'all I don't want something, you're gonna vote and say that. I gotta get a cell phone. Trustee Jerry, you just gonna vote and say I don't want a cell phone? Why? What's your why? What's your why? What you mean you don't have a why? You gotta have a why. Why? You gotta have a why. But that's what I'm talking about. Y'all just up here voting blindly or giving them a vote, you don't got a why. So why did you have me in the ordinance, trustee? Why? Hold on, trustee. It ain't about how to take it. If I'm telling you up front, in front of the people, that I don't want a car, why would you put me in this?
Motion to call the vote.
I'm telling you. So why? What's the why, trustee Jerry? Trustee Jerry,
motion to call the vote.
Hold on, it's discussion. You know what I mean? That's fine. We're having discussion. I want to answer to my question of why. Why do I have to answer why I ain't in the car? Trustee, why would you vote on something someone saying they do not want? Make that make sense to me. And you telling me you don't have a why. You don't have a why for why you're voting to give me a card and I'm telling you I don't want. How you put me in a law and I'm telling you I don't want to be part of any of that. We have narratives here to do it. I would like to know the answer, trustee. Because I don't think that's fair to me. I don't think you guys are being understanding for this. I just don't. I don't. And I think you should do better. I think you guys have opportunities to change it, to fix it. I think you have the opportunity to add a manager in it, as it should be with any organization. I think you guys should amend what you guys are trying to do currently right now. So what are we gonna do? Y'all gonna amend it? Are y'all gonna amend it?
I think Trustee Gonzalez made a motion to vote the ordinance as read. And I second the motion. Can we end debate and call the
Well, no, we still in debate because it's got to do with my name. It's got to do with my name. It's still in discussion, so it got to do with my name. If y'all don't want to say that, don't say that. So, Carmen, why do you have my name on this ordinance? Chris, why is my name on this ordinance? Why?
It's called leadership.
Leadership, that's let me say something to you. This is how I know that you guys don't know how to run a business and don't know about leadership. Leadership don't work as it relates to a credit card. I'm not going to go to no store for nobody. So make it make sense. This is a joke. Leadership is you give it to the managers and they run a department. Leadership is not you add my name on the card and I'm telling you I do not want it. That makes no sense. And I'm asking you guys to remove me from this ordinance. Because I'm telling you, hold on. Because I'm telling you I don't want this. I don't want this. I'm telling you that. So remove me from it. I'm just telling y'all, I pleaded enough with y'all. I've asked y'all enough for this. So I'm going to let it be what it be because I already told you I'm not taking it. I don't want it. And I think you should remove supervisor out of this ordinance that you guys created. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You want to do it, you guys want to remove it. All right, call the roll and just.
And see, what she just did was she incriminated herself. because the feds is watching all of the money that was spent on that card. And like one of the trustees said, we've had this situation go on for over 29 years, and we have never had the problem to the level of what we're having now. So she was fighting tooth and nail not to take that card, but she's going to have to take it, because now they're going to be able to find out how that money was being spent, where it was being spent, the thousands of dollars for just computers and so much stuff. She was just spending money that the township didn't have. And like I said, she was intermixing money with Dalton, the city of Dalton, and the township. Man, she's in a world of trouble, a lot of trouble, man. But like I told you, you got Keith Freeman telling he's blowing the whistle on everything that's going on now, because they threatened him with jail time. And he said, I'm not going to jail for Tiffany. I'm telling everything. So, you know, he was fired. And like I said, you see her, how adamant she was about not taking that card. Don't put my name on nothing. Don't do. No, it's too late, Tiffany. They got you. The jig is up. They got you. And I told everybody, just be patient, just be calm. And this is the crazy thing about Tiffany. How can everybody be wrong? Like, they can't stand you so bad in the town and in the township. Everybody's coming after you, from Dalton to the township. Everybody? Like, no. Everybody's just wrong. Like, no, something's wrong with her, man. And then you could tell by the way that she responds to the people.
I remember I told everybody when I first became supervisor here that the previous administration and some of them sitting in the crowd was stealing. Did they want to write that story? No, they did not. Because right is right. Y'all wanted to keep that on hush, but nobody would say nothing. But I did. But nobody in the media would say anything. And I hope you're recording this, Lance Journal, and put it in your paper, because I'm still telling that story. So now that I created a Tiffany on the Move podcast to tell my story, since don't nobody want to pick it up and I'm being attacked by the media left or right, I am telling y'all my story. And truth will be heard on the podcast, because no one wants the truth to come out of what they did before me. But while I took office, when I took office, we done a great job. We have got allocated over $15 million, but nobody wrote about that, right? Nobody else went and got that more money than me in the board here. We got $1 million to help the at-risk youth. We put them all back to work. We also gave out 80 scholarships up to $2,500. People have graduated and got jobs and will be working here at the township when they get out of school. But no one's telling you all the good things we do. Everybody want to make it like we're bad when they were bad. They were the one that had it before me and did nothing with it. Why was the number so low? Why wasn't they feeding people in the food pantry, but they were spending the money out of the food pantry, but wasn't feeding the people, right? But these all the facts and things that I'm gonna put out there just to lay the groundwork so people can know what to look for. Do not follow people because they so negative, because misery need company. That's what they need. So don't hang with people that ain't actually growing the community. Go talk to people that want to uplift the black and brown communities, the ones that's neglected.
Tiffany Henyard is off the chain, man. But as more of this story come out, we'll be reporting more, because I know that every day now, leading up to more bombshells to be dropped, there's going to be stuff talked about, man. And I'm going to be right there to report it. I've been giving y'all the information. I might go dig up some stuff from the past, man, and draw a parallel from 2, 3, 4 years ago up until now. I might do that for you guys, man. But this thing is real crazy, man. I keep saying, how did this woman get here? She doesn't have the credentials. How did she get here? But if you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.